We're going to get underway with some great music tonight. Six-Man Trio is a group of mainly current and recently graduated students from Linn-Mar High School, but we've got a couple of other representatives as well. Everett will introduce those as we go. The Linn-Mar Colton Center Jazz Ensemble won the Iowa Jazz Championships in 2025 and has finished in the top 8 the last several years running. They take their music seriously, and these are some of their most serious students. This group is led by Everett Sams, a rising senior who's a 3-time Jazz All-Stater, who also organized the Corridor Combo Festival, our region's first student-produced jazz combo event. And we're going to do that again in November of this year, and he might mention that as well. Everett started his jazz career at KCCK's Jazz Band Camp, also performed this year at our Taste of Jazz, and several of the musicians you're seeing tonight have been a part of our program for many years, and we've it's been a great pleasure watching them develop as musicians, as people, as they have grown up through their schooling. So now you're going to get a chance to hear what they are all about. Please welcome Six-Man Trio.
Thank you. For those of you who have followed us over the last few years, you may see a few familiar faces. We've had a lot of renditions of this group, but I'm proud to present to you on the alto saxophone, Go Benish. On the trombone, excuse me. On the trombone, one moment. I know your name, come on. Linus? God. Linus McRoberts, excuse me. You know, you get up here and all of a sudden you lose everything that you've recited in your head. Next we have, coming from Linn-Mar High School, Sanjay Boodoo. Carter Buskey on the guitar, and Ewan Southwood on the drums. That last one you heard was Sister Sadie by Horace Silver. This next one is a movie tune. Typically you associate movie tunes with the municipal band, but this isn't your typical movie tune, and we're also not the municipal band. So today we will be playing for you the theme to Monsters, Inc. Sorry, dude. It's all right. That was Charlie Parker's Billy's Bounce. So this next one is kind of a staple of our group, the six-man trio. A long time ago, we discovered that if you put a funk beat to a ballad, it sounds pretty cool. This next one you're gonna hear is Funky Misty. We do not have time for last, just an FYI. Thank you very much. Six-man trio.
Six-man trio. Thanks very much for joining us for the opening of our Jazz Under the Stars tonight, but we're not done yet. Music just keeps going. It gets better and better as the night wears on. Once again, thanks to Six-Man Trio for getting us off to a great start tonight. Next week, at our final Jazz Under the Stars, our young artist feature will be the Chase Beatler Trio. Chase is a piano player who is studying, graduated from Prairie, as did Go, and also then is at College right now studying music education. He's in the crowd tonight. I think I saw him a little bit earlier picking through CDs at the sale, so looking forward to hearing Chase and his trio next week as a part of our final Jazz Under the Stars. Welcome again to Jazz Under the Stars, Week 3. We're really glad that you're here. Glad so much that we recovered from kind of our iffy weather from last week and have a perfect night here to enjoy some great music. Please stop by the KCCK booth where you can sign up for our weekly email newsletter. We don't spam your inbox in any way, shape, or form, but we do every week send out on Monday morning a little email that tells you about great live jazz coming up, cool programs to listen to on the radio, and some other tidbits as well. When you sign up, you will also be eligible to win over a dozen prizes that KCCK is giving away tonight. We've got some community concert tickets, at Orchestra Iowa tickets, a lot of other fun stuff, some music, t-shirts as well, so we invite you to do that. And that is not the only thing that you can win, because Collins Community Credit Union is with us again, as they have been for decades, literally decades. And Marcy is here to tell us what's going on there.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us tonight, or I should say for us joining you guys. We're so excited that we got some good weather this week that we could be out here again. So we are down over by the KCCK booth, or the tent, I should say. If you've come to see us before, you got to stop by again tonight, because we have even more stuff to give away and things that we haven't brought in the last couple of weeks. Everything from wine glasses and bottle openers and wine openers to pizza cutters. Like Dennis said, you can also enter our raffle. Actually, I don't know if you said that. I'm sorry. I'm just pretending. It's fine. That's all I was thinking. Yeah, it was probably, I was just picking up the vibes that he was thinking about it. But we have a whole prize basket that we're giving away tonight. Wine glasses and blankets and charcuterie boards and really nice coasters and all sorts of things. Of course, free to enter. We just need you to stop by, get yourself a raffle ticket, and then we will be drawing that winning ticket after intermission tonight. So stay tuned for that.
Thanks very much. Thanks to Aroma Pizza, Up and Smoke Barbecue, and Moo Moo's Ice Cream for providing the food and treats tonight. Boy, does it smell good over in the food area here tonight. I wanted to remind you that Iowa state law prohibits smoking in city parks during special events, such as Jazz Under the Stars. Thanks very much for helping us stay legal here in the park. I mentioned the drawings. Oh, I do want to also mention once again the KCCK album and CD sale. We have hundreds of CDs and albums available. People are just going through there and leaving with some great music, all for just $1 a disc. So you'll never get a better deal on some music. So bring your shopping bag, and we hope you'll take some great music home tonight. While you're there, you can also take a look at the KCCK t-shirts in our section collection. I am wearing our No Trouble bass shirt for reasons that will become very obvious in just a couple of minutes. But we got him for every instrument in the jazz band as well. I invite you to take advantage of that. Stop by and see Nancy with the League of Women Voters as well, and get your questions answered about registering to vote. Make sure that you are all set to vote this fall. Well, it's my pleasure now to introduce our featured act for tonight, and it is maybe my greatest pleasure in a long time to be able to do that, as bassist Vivian Shanley is not only one of Iowa's busiest young musicians, she's also one of my personal favorite young musicians. Now, as anybody who's attended our concerts know, she is busy because she's played every Jazz Under the Stars so far this year. This is her third week in a row. She is what in musician parlance is called a first call musician. That is to say, when you need a bass player, she's one of the first people that you call. She made her professional debut on this very stage as a middle schooler. She also performed at the Iowa City Jazz Festival, First Friday Jazz. Last weekend squeezed in an Opus show with the Shout Sisters. She's a Cedar Rapids, Washington graduate who recently completed her undergrad work at Lawrence University. Among her many awards, she's a Downbeat Magazine Award winner, a recipient of the Jazz Education Network's Women in Jazz Scholarship. She's performed in honor ensembles in Colorado, in Quebec, and other prestigious festivals. This season, she will join the La Crosse Symphony in Wisconsin and also perform with the Philharmonie Austin in Texas. But we are pleased that she intends to keep her home base right here in eastern Iowa, where she belongs and where we can hear her a lot. Please give a warm welcome to the Vivian Shanley Quartet.
Cedar Rapids! Woo! Yes! I'm so happy to be here. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. We are the Vivian Shanley Quartet. How about another round of applause for the six-man trio? As Dennis said, this is my third week at Jazz Under the Stars, and it also happens to be the third week where I was listening to the opening band and getting really scared about having to follow them. All of the openers have been so fantastic, so thank you to all the students who are playing. That tune was Silly Little Love Song by Joshua Redman, one of my all-time favorites, and you are hearing from Colby Schneblin on the trombone, Jason Danielson on the keys, and Dave Teedy on the drums. We are going to follow that up with Lucky Southern by Keith Jarrett. Thank you all for coming out. One, two, three, go. Thank you. Once again, that was Lucky Southern by Keith Jarrett. Who likes digital media in the audience? Round of applause. Okay, yeah, we got some supporters of digital media. Well, this is my personal favorite, Jazz Under the Stars, because it is the CD and album sale. Go buy a bunch of CDs, but not too many. I don't know. I asked Dennis if there was a limit, and he gave me a vague answer. So go figure out how many you can buy. Colby here actually sold CDs for the King's Brass. Well, he was on tour with them like last week, and then he just got back to play this gig, which is very nice of him. But he said that if you put a CD in someone's hand, they're more likely to buy it. So everyone over at the CD booth can take that piece of advice if they'd like. We're going to continue with a tune that I wrote along with Renan Meyer last summer. Renan is the bass player in Time for Three, and I got to work with him at this festival that I went to in Indiana. It's called Wabass because it was in Wabash. You get it? And I was doing a lesson with Renan, and he and I both didn't really want to be there. We were just kind of antsy jazz musicians, and we were like, I guess we should work on Beethoven, and neither of us wanted to do it. So then we wrote a song instead. And this tune was originally written for 12 double bass players and a melodica. And unfortunately, I could not find 11 other bass players to come here and play with me tonight. I'm sure Jason would have pulled out the melodica, actually, if I asked him to, but it's too late. So I hope you enjoy Mellow Yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Once again, that was my tune that I wrote with Renan Maya called Mellow Yellow. We named it Mellow Yellow because there were a few students at the festival who had not really been to America before. And one of the drinks that we were served was Mellow Yellow. And they were really confused. They were like, people just drink this and they like it? And we said yes. So that's why we named the tune. It was kind of a collective naming from all the bass players there. Next up, we're going to follow with an original of Colby's called Gratitude, which I really like. I was really excited when he sent it to me and said that we could play it. So I hope you enjoy Colby's original tune, Gratitude. thank you all so much for coming out tonight. And I want to give it. Yeah, Dennis Green and KCCK, they just do so much. My favorite thing that KCCK does is the middle school jazz band camp. Do we have any jazz camp participants out here, alums? Yes, okay, yeah. Well, thanks for coming out. I was a camp alum. That's kind of where I got my start in jazz when I was in 6th grade. And I owe a lot to KCCK. And yeah, this event is free, but I assure you that the Vivian Shanley Quartet is very expensive. KCCK almost went bankrupt, paying us. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, not really. This event is not free to produce. So at the break, drop a couple dollars in the bucket when they come around. It helps a lot more than maybe you might think. So yeah, on that note, we're going to continue on with a tune by Ingrid Jensen, who was just at the Jazz Festival with Artemis in July. And this is one of my favorite tunes of hers. It's called Wood Carvings. Thank you. We've got one more tune for you before we're going to take a short break. And all of the women in the audience under the age of 25 probably are going to know this one. So you can tell your parents what it is. Thank you all so much, and stick around. Once again, Colby Schnevlin on the trombone, Jason Danielson on the keys, Dave Teedy on the drums. We are the Vivian Shanley Quartet. This is by Olivia Dean, if no one near you told you yet. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Once again, the Vivian Shanley Quartet. We're going to give the band a short break, and they'll be back for another set coming up in just a few minutes. This would be a perfect time to get up, stretch your legs, visit the KCCK booth, and get signed up to win some prizes. We're going to draw in just a few minutes. You got about 5 minutes to get your name in the drawing for all the fun stuff. And the CD sale also still going on. That's going to be going for till about 8:15, maybe just a hair after, depending on how dark things get. So still a chance to grab some music as well tonight.
Yes.
During intermission, the members of Six-Man Trio are going to be making their way through the crowd with some donation buckets. If you enjoyed their set and would like for us to continue to be able to give young musicians a chance to play at venues like this, we invite you to drop a few dollars in that bucket when it comes by, or go to kcck.org and make a donation online. You can also go to our Venmo, which is Jazz883 KCCK, and make a donation as well. Every dollar that you give will help keep events like Jazz Under the Stars going, because as Vivian said, it doesn't cost you anything to come here tonight, but believe me, it is not cheap to put this on. Once again, thanks so much for being here. I invite you to grab something to eat from Up in Smoke, from Aroma Pizza, from Moo Moo's, and we'll be back with some more music in just a few minutes.
Hey everybody, I'm Bob Stewart from Jazz 88.3 KCCK, and I'm here to give away some prizes. Hey! First of all, we have 2 sets of 2 tickets to one of the Cedar Rapids Community Concert Live Concert Series coming up in the next season. Those are at the Paramount Theater. Courtesy of the Cedar Rapids Community Concert Association, Marty Lemke and Gerald Fetzer. Marty and Gerald, those tickets are over there in our tent. 2 season tickets to the Cedar Rapids Community Concert Live Series. To Katie Edwards, Katie. Salsa Guy over there on Blair's Ferry Road Northeast. $50 gift certificate for Diana Zumbach. Diana. Also have a vintage jazz album or CD from the KCCK booth. Pauline, I think it's Mermond. Pauline, you know who you are. And we have a choice of a t-shirt or KCCK hat to Sandy Swore McKnight and Kalindi Garvin. You get the t-shirt or hat. So thank you all again for coming on this beautiful night, and we will have more of Vivian Shanley and her quartet here in just a few moments. Thanks again.
Thanks very much, Bob Stewart. Yep, come on up. And while we're giving things away, we should... we'll invite the crew from Collins Community Credit Union up to do their drawing in the very high-tech plexiglass tumbler.
This is a hexagon, if you will notice. Thank you for acknowledging. All right, here we go. Open this one. All right. That's okay, I'll try. Oh, I really appreciate that. Perfect. All right, we have our winner, Kirk Nipper. So we have our basket up here. We're going to head back to our tent. Kirk, if you could meet us over at our tent, we'll get you your prize basket. Thank you.
Thanks, Marcy. Thanks, Collins Community Credit Union, as always, for being here. Again, Kirk Nipper, the winner of the Collins Community Credit Union gift basket. Before we bring the band up for their second set, please let me thank our awesome sponsors who help us make sure that this event gets to keep going into the future, just like you do when you drop some money in the bucket. Thanks to Niall and Lois Dusdiker, who are down front, supporting us and hanging out here as well. The McGrath family of dealerships, Collins Community Credit Union, Kirkwood Community College, West Music, Illuminate Digital, and Brian and Marty Stoll, who are also in the crowd tonight. Thanks so much to all of our sponsors who help us put these concerts on. Also, I want to thank our crack crew, Alex Body Sound, Carleton Recording, Jeff Schmott, Rubicon Photo, and Tyler Doherty in the Cedar Rapids Parks Department as well. It's a real team effort to make sure that this happens. We've got some groups in the audience tonight. I know there's a big group from Veritas Church. Thank you all for joining us as well. We're going to keep the CD sale open for a few more minutes, so about 8:25 we will wrap that up. So you got a little over 10 minutes to get over there if you'd like to go through the CDs one more time. At this time last year, I was up here telling you that with the elimination of federal funding for public media, KCCK was facing a $150,000 annual funding gap. Well, today I can stand up here and tell you that we have done great work to make sure that we can keep Iowa's jazz station going. Over the last year, through your generous donations, we increased our funding by just under $80,000. So over half of that made up. But of course, this is a gap that we have to fill each and every year. So for those of you who increased your sustaining giving or your annual giving, thank you so much. If you gave a one-time gift because you really wanted to help, we sure appreciate that. And we hope that you will do that again, because this is an amount that we have to raise every year moving forward in order to stay strong. If not, we'll be forced to look at cutting some programs, and we don't want to do that. We especially don't want this to be a program that has to go away. So if you want to continue enjoying music here in Noelridge Park, please support KCCK. You can throw a couple of bucks in the donation box as the members of Six-Man Trio bring that past you, or go to Venmo at Jazz883 KCCK or kcck.org online with a credit card. Sign up for emails to stay informed about how our campaign to replace those dollars is going. When it comes right down to it, this is up to you. So please help us keep this event and keep Iowa's jazz station going strong. Next week on this stage, we turn Noelridge Park into the world's biggest speakeasy with Vandello making their Jazz Under the Stars debut. They characterize their music as vintage vibes with a modern attitude that reminds you of postmodern jukebox or Amy Winehouse, but their fresh take on these retro sounds is all their own. Young artists will be the Chase Beatler Trio, and join us at the KCCK tent for Cake and Punch as we celebrate George Dorman's 41-year career at KCCK as he heads into retirement. This concert and all of our Jazz Under the Stars shows this year are broadcast live on KCCK. So welcome again to our radio audience who couldn't be here in person, and if for some reason you can't stay for the second set, I invite you to listen to it on the radio or on your smartphone on the way home. Thanks again so much for joining us for week 3 of Jazz Under the Stars. Are you ready to hear some more music? Please, once again, put your hands together for the Vivian Shanley Quartet.
1, 2, 3. Thank you so much for sticking around. That was a tune by Nadia Nordhaus, fantastic trumpet player called Les Fins, which means the end, but this is only the beginning. So stick around. We've got a lot of great music in this set. Once again, Colby Schneblin on the trombone, Jason Danielson on the keys, and Dave Teedy on the drums. Would you believe it if I told you we hadn't rehearsed any of this music? We got together at like 5 o'clock today and talked through it. I know, pretty amazing to have musicians that just like come to town and can play all the music. And Dave and Colby actually hadn't even like met, and yet here they are wearing the exact same outfit. They're completely twinning, and you can't see Dave's shoes, but he's wearing the same shoes as Colby. So that's just how mind melded the Vivian Shanley Quartet is. We're going to continue with an original tune of mine. It's called Henry. It's named after one of my cats. I hope you enjoy. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Thank you. I want to give a huge shout out to Alex Body, who is running sound. How about a round of applause? Woo! Yeah, Alex is like my favorite sound engineer. Every time I know he's going to be running the gig, I have no fears at all about how things are going to go. And Ed Carr is my second favorite. He's sitting right here, so I don't want him to get too mad at me. I'm sorry, Ed. But yeah, we're so lucky to have Alex running sound for us tonight. Next up, we're going to continue with one of my favorite tunes. It's called Throw It Away, and it's by Abby Lincoln. But this particular arrangement was done by Terry Lynn Carrington for her New Standards album. And a couple years ago, Terry Lynn Carrington released a book of what she called the New Standards, which are a bunch of awesome tunes presented in lead sheet form, much like the regular real books we use. But all the tunes are by women, which is really cool. My friends and I, actually, like my freshman year of college, we were like, I wonder how many tunes there are by women in the real book. And like, we didn't know that the answer is like 0. Like there's one, and this for the non-jazz musicians, there are like 450 tunes to this thing, and they're all by men. So Terry Lynn released this really cool compilation of tunes by women, and this is one of them. It's Throw It Away by Abby Lincoln. Applause for women, right? Thank you. Once again, that was Abby Lincoln's Throw It Away. I give a shout out to Jason Danielson, who has a new album out. What? Not for sale at the CD sale yet, but maybe it will be soon. That's true. You can get it digitally. It is available wherever you listen to your music, but Bandcamp is the best place to listen to your music. You can purchase it on Bandcamp, listen elsewhere. It's great. It's called the Raucous Caucus. Features John Kazillermoot on the drums. It's all Jason's original compositions and then a couple of really cool arrangements and then some random hack he found to play the bass who doesn't really know what she's doing. But it's great. You can check it out wherever you get your music. Raucous Caucus by the Jason Danielson Trio. Next up, we're going to play one of Colby's tunes. It's called Nice and Neat. Hope you enjoy.
2, 3.
Colby's tune, nice and neat. We're going to continue with Song Song by Ben Wendell.
I've been waiting for this one.
Colby pulled out an entirely different trombone from his car just for this one song because he said, yeah. Well, one, he said he bought this case that holds 2 trombones, so he felt like he should use it. But he said was it the low A flats? Yeah, they sound better on this trombone. So you can make some noise for the low A flats when you hear them out there. One, two, 3, 4. How about those low A flats? Thank you, Special A-flat trombone, for your services on that tune. We're going to continue with a tune by Bruce Springsteen called Streets of Philadelphia. And I didn't know what this tune was about and or that it was sad until the last time I played it with Jason. And we had to end the set with it or something because we ran out of time. And he was like, yeah, we're kind of ending on a bummer. And I was like, oh, what's the song about? And he was like, oh, you don't know? And I was like, oops. So I don't know where I was going with that. I guess I was humbled. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. This is Joshua Redmond's arrangement. All right, we got one more tune for you, and I'm going to do the really cool thing that pop stars like Beyonce do, where they have the band vamp, and I'm going to talk. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. All right, thank you so much for coming out tonight. We are the Vivian Shanley Quartet. Colby Schnevlin on the trombone, Jason Danielson on the keys, Dave Teedy on the drums. I am Vivian Shanley. Big hand for Alex Body for running sound, and KCCK for making this whole thing happen. This is for real, our last tune. We don't have any more music, so please do not ask for an encore. This is an arrangement that Colby did a couple years ago, and then I stole it because I liked it so much. Yeah, you'll recognize it. Thank you so much for spending your evening with us.
Once again, the Vivian Shanley Quartet. Thanks again for being with us for week number 3 of Jazz Under the Stars. Now remember, we have a concert here next week. And just because school starts does not mean we shouldn't all grab one more week of great summer music, right? So I hope to see you here next week for Vandello and the Chase Beatler Trio. Please, as you are getting ready to get up and move, take a look around, use your phone flashlight, pick up any garbage that you see, put it in the proper receptacle so we can leave the park the way we found it. Once again, thanks for being with us tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. That was awesome. Great work.
Yeah, Jason, when are you going to have CDs?
Probably sometime around the new year.
Oh, really?